Good morning to one and all present here. I am Manit of class 10th.
And I am Gurkirat from class 9.
And we are going to be your hosts for today's debate. We have gathered competent students of class 9th and 10th who are going to be having a debate on the topic, is AI a threat for human creativity? Students of class 10th are going to be defending the motion and students of class 9th are going to be opposing it. AI is a crucial thing for today's machine-dependent lifestyle. But was it really worth it to let it thrive in the domain of art? AI offers a dual-nature threat to human creativity. On one hand, it is amazing to research, but it also offers a threat to human creativity. And given more importance, might even replace real thinking. And before the debate, I would like to state the rules. Rule number 1. Each student will be allowed 2.5 minutes to put their point forward. Rule number 2. A student will not be allowed to speak unless their name is called. Number 3. A buzzer is sounded after 2.5 minutes and no student is allowed to speak beyond it. Number 4. After all the students have put their points forward, they will be given 3 minutes to plan a rebuttal round and combat the points put forward by the opposing team. On the judges panel, we have Mrs. Gurpreet Kaur and Mrs. Davinder Kaur. With this, I would like to start the debate. The first speaker from class 10, Sneha, who will be defending the motion, is to come on the mic.
Good afternoon, respected principal ma'am, honorable judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I stand before you today not to deliver a speech, but to issue a final catastrophic warning. We are standing on the cliff of an existential crisis. The motion before us is not a matter of academic debate. It is a post-mortem analysis of human expression. AI is not a tool. It is an invasive predatory parasite designed to hollow out the human soul. Look at the deception currently sweeping our world. Technology companies champion algorithms that generate art in seconds. According to a report by the Society of Authors, 85% of the creators state that AI is devaluing human work. Even worse, 1 in 3 artists have already lost their jobs and livelihoods directly to AI software. Generative models cause creative laziness. According to shocking reports from Goldman Sachs, AI is on track to replace 300 million full-time jobs. A world devoid of human expression, I repeat, a world devoid of human expression is a psychological wasteland which ultimately leads to a dystopian dawn. When you linger on a negative post, re-watch a toxic comment or a negative video, AI registers this micro-engagement because its main goal is to maximize your time on the platform, and it feeds you similar, highly emotional content which reduces your intellectual creativity and time. So I would like to conclude that do not be blinded by the glittering lights of automation. It is a Trojan horse designed to hollow out the human soul. Fear this machine and reject its synthetic illusions. Thank you.
The second speaker, Shagun from class 9th, may come forward.
Good morning everyone present here. Today, I, Shagun, stand here in front of you to present my views on the topic AI is not a threat to creativity. Nowadays, whenever a student uses AI, most of the people conclude themselves that it is a loss of their imaginative thinking or they are being dependent. But according to me, they're all wrong. If we use AI wisely, it can help us become even better. If we see in a student's life, creativity is not limited to a certain region. It is expanded everywhere, be it storytelling, coding, presentation making, and whatnot. Earlier, students had students didn't have those resources, but now as they have got resources, AI helps them conclude very much nice things, and moreover they are able to organize their ideas. For example, we have a student creating her science project. She can use AI to have a rougher version of her science project and then make it even more engaging. Then we have a student very much interested in writing. He or she can, with the help of AI, brainstorm many ideas and then make her story even better. As the saying goes, a tool is as powerful as the person using it. Isn't it the same case with AI? AI is just a tool. It is the creativity that still lies with the humans. According to a survey of Microsoft, which was conducted in 2026, most of the students who were engaged in AI learning-based platforms, they showed significant improvement in their academics and even participation in studies. This shows that students are not becoming weaker with the help of AI, but are becoming more curious, experimental, and whatnot. At the end of the day, I'm not saying that students should be misusing AI a lot, because if we use anything in excess, it rather harms us only. Thank you.
The third speaker, Vatsala from class 10th, may come forward.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. I would like to begin by saying, I don't think AI is inherently evil. It was created to maximize efficiency and to help humans, but it is doing the opposite of that. It is destroying our creativity. The famous artist behind Ghibli Studios, Hayao Miyazaki, has said this about AI. It is an insult to life itself. So now you might be thinking, but AI is faster, it's cheaper, it's more accessible. Fast does not mean good. And secondly, there are so many other alternatives that you can use for AI. For example, you can create bad art or take images from Pinterest or Google, or you can commission real artists, force your artistically talented friends to draw for you. So many options. Talent is cultivated, not born. But then you might say, but what about disabled people? What if they want to create art? Let me tell you about Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo was a Mexican artist who suffered from stunted spinal and leg development from her youth, had childhood polio, then got into a horrific bus accident in 1925, suffered fractures to her ribs, spine, and even her pelvis, but even after that she continued creating. She had chronic joint illness, but even then, she is still known as one of the most influential feminist artists of our time. A lot of her paintings even depicted her pain. So now let's play a little game. I'll ask my team a question and then your team a question. Firstly, which is the highest selling music album?
Thriller, Michael Jackson.
Correct, it is Thriller by Michael Jackson. Now, what is the highest selling AI music album? No answer? Well, that's fine. There's still 2 questions left. Which is the most acclaimed movie?
The Godfather.
Correct. The Godfather, which is the most acclaimed AI movie. No answer again? That's fine as well. Next question. Which is the most famous painting?
Mona Lisa.
Correct. It is the Mona Lisa, which is the most famous AI painting. Thank you.
The fourth speaker, Praveen from class 9th, may come forward.
So, when the perspective of the people changes, the world changes. Greetings to everyone present here. My name is Praveen Kaur, and today I am here to present my opinion because I personally think that artificial intelligence is not a threat to human creativity. Just like it has been taught in our social science textbooks that in a large democracy, we cannot directly express our opinions, we cannot directly participate in the government. So, what do? We choose our representatives, right? Similarly, in the world of art, my friends, we choose tools to express our creativity because creativity and innovation are never about the tools we choose, but about the vision we have. Let us consider another example of the director of a film. Is he showcasing the creativity by acting on the stage?
No,
Is he showcasing the creativity by holding the camera?
absolutely not.
So, he is the person who is behind that vision, who is behind that entire setup. Without his vision, the entire film wouldn't have existed. So, artificial intelligence is a tool which represents human conceptualization. Critics and experts often refer artificial intelligence as a tool that mimics human patterns. That is why it is also referred as a parrot. So, my question to everyone is that if a machine is just based on algorithmic mimicry, then how is it even capable of surpassing the human itself? So, the ink is with us humans and the pen is with artificial intelligence. Let us stop fearing the shadow and utilizing the light. Thank you.
May the fifth speaker, Anshwinder from class 10th, come forward.
Respected judges, my opponents and my juniors have been glorifying AI image generation so much, but do they even know how it works? Let me inform them. AI does not actually create images out of thin air. It steals them. Whenever you put in your lazy prompt with incorrect grammar, AI steals millions of pictures of the internet matching the prompt's description. These pictures were drawn or photographed by people who never consented to the use of their works. Artificial intelligence takes these images, stolen pixels, and fixes them on a static screen till it forms a lazy and soulless picture. Now you tell me, you call it AI image generation, but shouldn't it rather be called AI image theft? I was so surprised when I heard my opponent say that they care about students, humanity, and our creativity. But in reality, the whole team is morally hollow and spineless because they have no idea how AI companies run. These companies put their servers in third world countries with cheap resources. These servers have GPUs present in them that need constant cooling by running water. If we look at the stats, globally, last year, AI servers were projected to consume 764 billion liters of water, while 3.5 million people died of thirst due to inadequate water supply. I don't think millions of people deserve to die just so they can cheat their homework off of ChatGPT. And following the statements of my peers that AI is a stab to humanity's heart itself, I want to remind you of someone that we all should know. Does the name Maheshwari Thakkar ring a bell? Let me inform you. Maheshwari Thakkar was an inspiring artist, chasing her dreams with her head held high, even though everyone around her told it was simply foolish to follow a career which had been killed by AI. Ignoring them, she continued to work hard and joined her dream institution of LD Art College in Ahmedabad. In the college, she was often participating in protests against AI arts. On February 6, 2026, a 21-year-old Maheshwari Thakkar, a third-year fine art student, was found dead in the Gujarat guest house of her university. She hung herself using a cloth. Thank you.
May the sixth speaker, Ekam from class 9th, come forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am here to speak about an important aspect of today's topic, how AI is making creativity accessible to people more than ever before. Long before AI, creativity used to be limited to only those who had the skills, the opportunities, and money. But now, with AI, all that is possible. Before AI, a person could have brilliant ideas, but no resources. Maybe that person did not have a music studio. Maybe that person did not have the proper art training. Or maybe that person did not have the software to express. But AI is changing all that. Now, with AI, anyone, including including you and I, can create anything we imagine. A student can easily make digital art. A content creator can use AI to help and edit his videos professionally without needing a huge team. A person with physical disabilities can use AI to express his imagination and turn it into art, writing, or anything that he wants. Now, a lot of critics might say that AI is making creative work too easy. But I would like to remind you that AI is a tool, and tools are supposed to make your work easier. AI is not something that is going to replace us. Instead, it is a tool that is going to remove the barriers to make a person creative at the first place. Now, before I leave this mic, I would like to ask you all and you all one simple question. Is giving voice to the voiceless really a threat to human creativity? Thank you.
May the seventh speaker, Seerath from class 10th, come forward.
Good afternoon, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Let me begin with a simple question. If a machine can compose music, generate photos, make videos, then what will be the value of human creativity? At first, AI looked like a helpful assistant, which corrected grammar, suggested music, edited videos, which was absolutely fine. But now, it has crossed a critical limit. It is no longer amplifying human creativity, but quietly substituting it. AI uses our data and creates new content by simply analyzing its patterns. In simple words, AI does not imagine something new. It remixes what humans have already created. So, the real question is, if human beings begin to trade their imagination for convenience, allowing the machine to take their place, then who will create the fresh ideas of the future? Now, one command can give you instant results. Why think deeply when AI can think for you? This leads us to a very serious problem, which is skill erosion. Excessive dependence on AI will weaken our ability to even think independently. Another major problem is originality. This means that most of the AI artworks are based using the hard work of real creators, often without their permission or any credit. Imagine dedicating years developing your style for just a machine to copy it in within seconds and take away all your credit. Most of the AI supporters argue that calculators did not destroy maths or cameras did not eliminate paintings, but there is a huge fundamental difference. Cameras help humans to preserve their memories, and calculators enhance human calculation. But AI is replacing the very process of imagination itself. A day will come when we will be so dependent on AI that we'll stop thinking, imagining, experimenting, or even dreaming on our own. Then the greatest loss will not only be jobs, it will be human creativity itself. Perhaps it is more insightful, authentic, and personal. Thank you.
May the eighth speaker from class 9th, Tanveer, come forward.
Good afternoon, respected judges and my dear friends. I, Tanveer Singh, today stand before you to present my views on why AI is not a threat to human creativity. History itself is a witness that technology has never ever replaced human creativity. It has only ever changed the way we express it. Let us take an example of digital art. Digital art did not eliminate the traditional art that has been known to mankind for the past hundreds of thousands of years. Instead, it became a medium of expression of its own and has coexisted with traditional art. I believe that AI is just the next medium of expression. Original creativity comes from human emotions, their experiences, their struggles, along with the combination of imagination. Do we consider literature to be one of the biggest examples of creativity?
Yes,
Of course.
Of course.
Of course we do. What is literature? What does it reflect? The answer to both is the writer's emotions, their experiences, the hardships they had to go through. AI simply cannot replicate them at all. It simply just copies style. Many people, and mostly my seniors, here argue that the original creators are losing their credits. That may be true in very few cases, but I would like to say that recognition had always been competitive before even AI was a thing. Thank you.
May the ninth speaker, Divjot from class 10th, come forward.
Good afternoon, Principal Ma'am, esteemed judges, and my fellow opponents. We are told by the side opposite that AI is a harmless tool for human progress. Today, I rise before you to shatter that illusion. I am here to prove that AI is a direct threat to our culture, our safety, and our ethics. To understand the full scale of this crisis, let us look at three indivisible pillars. First, the immediate danger to our human culture. As per the Journal of Medical Association, it is said that AI machines have misdiagnosed patients at 80%. Even worse, AI has misdiagnosed minority patients by 31% of them. When a medical algorithm makes a mistake and a patient dies, who takes the blame? When an autonomous military drone kills a civilian target, who goes to court? We are replacing the jobs, the ideas, the texts, the designs by just a shameless code. We are replacing our human creativity by this computer screen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am an idealist by heart, but a realist by some circumstances. Let us choose a future where technology serves humanity and humanity guides technology. Thank you.
May the 10th speaker, Naman Noor from class 9th, come forward.
Good morning, everyone. Many people say that AI is a threat to human creativity. But we disagree with this statement. AI is not a threat to human creativity. Instead, it is a tool which, if utilized properly, can prove to be really beneficial for us humans. Every time a new tool emerges, from the printing press to the cameras to the synthesizers, critics have claimed that it is the end of real art. They were wrong then and are wrong now. AI doesn't kill art or creativity. Instead, it automates boring and repetitive parts of drawing. For example, when you're making a digital drawing and you're coloring a large area, you can give it to AI to fill that area so that it reduces the exhaustion and allows you to focus on the creative content of the drawing more. There was also an Adobe 2025 Global Creator Survey, which was conducted amongst more than 16,000 global creators. And about 81% of them said that AI helped them create things they couldn't create before. So if the artists themselves say that AI helps them to create things they couldn't create before, who are we to disagree? And I would also like to add that if the human chooses the prompt, edits the result, and publishes the refined work, which was refined by him using his own creative ideas, his own creativity, then how is the creative AI is a mirror of our collective knowledge and a tool for our future imagination. Thank you.
So now that everyone has put forward their arguments, we would like to give them 3 minutes to prepare for the rebuttal round.
My worthy opponent Tanveer said that history reminds us that technology was never behind when creative people used to create. But I feel that history remembers those who worked creatively in pain, sacrifice, and imagination, but not those who worked rapidly. So my question is that how does history remembers technology. So my question is that how does history remember technology for the people who created and not their pains and sacrifices?
Sorry, could you repeat your question?
My question is that how can you say that history reminds us that technology was never behind in the creation of the people when we say that history remembers the people who worked hard, had pain, sacrifice and emotions in their imagination?
Yes, history will always remember those who are creative.
But how can you say that it was the technology itself which is remembered for what we have today?
I've never said that technology is remembered. I've only said that history has proved that come what may technology, human creativity is never devalued.
But AI is devaluing it. You
I
are
don't.
only talking about technology.
I do not believe that AI is devaluing human creativity. In what sense do you say that it is devaluing human creativity?
Because you didn't say that it will help us to create what we have today.
I'm sorry, there may be a misunderstanding, but I don't think I said that.
Okay, but history remembers only those who actually work hard, have pain, sacrifice and emotions in what they created.
So I guess now you're saying that creativity, which is a basic human emotion, a basic human right, is only limited to those with years of experience?
Could you repeat your question?
So now you're saying that creativity, which is a basic human emotion and a basic human right, access to creative inspiration, is only limited to those who have years of experience. Aren't those people with neurodivergent minds and physical disabilities, don't they have the right to express their creativity?
I did already tell you about Frida Kahlo, but about the neurodivergency and everything. People aren't just born with skills. Experience is required to create something. I wasn't just born with the ability to write. Everybody needs to work hard to actually achieve something.
As you said that not everyone is born with a skill. I do agree with that. But if someone is not having the skill but is having the idea, the AI is helping them to showcase their idea in front of everyone. So you cannot say that it is technology who is taking their skills back or doing something else. In conclusion, I'm saying that if someone is not having that skill but the dream, AI is helping them do so.
But the thing about that is most artworks, they start with a dream. They weren't just already there. See, the thing about that, what you're saying is, you're saying that somebody can have the dream but not the skill. The skills have to be cultivated. That's what I'm saying, in my opinion.
My worthy opponents repeatedly said that AI is just a tool. So let me be honest. If I leave a paintbrush and a blank canvas in a room for hours, will it create a piece of art on their own? Never, because it is a passive tool and AI is an autonomous system which creates outputs independently. So how can we label AI as just a tool when it is a labor replacing system?
Just like if you leave a paintbrush and a canvas alone,
it cannot create an artwork. Similarly, unless and until you give the idea to AI, give a good prompt, AI also cannot generate images.
But AI is trying to make human beings passive and lazy by just typing a prompt. You can't make your imagination in just a piece of art.
You said that AI is making human lazy, right? Being lazy is also a choice, so is being active a choice. If you are active, you would ask for the ideas from AI and then combine with your own creativity and produce something which is much better.
You firstly said that humans have the idea and AI helps it to create it in real life. Then how can we say that being lazy and being active is just a choice?
As AI is helping, it is helping you enhance something that you were not able to. In that also you are being active and putting up your efforts again.
You said that the AI gives you idea to create your imagination come true, but it is not that. It is just replicating the old human algorithms which were already placed in it. It's not really enhancing your ideas.
So if it is just repeating those human-related patterns, then don't you think that you're contradicting your own point? Because if it is entirely based on algorithmic mimicry, then how can it even surpass the human artist itself? How is it even capable?
You're saying that it surpasses, but it actually doesn't. You repeat and emphasize the fact that AI is a tool, but I would like to disagree. I know a lot of tools, but I don't know one tool that forces millions of people to die of thirst, that forces art in being stolen in plain sight. I don't know one tool that forced a person to kill himself. A tool is supposed to bring us to a bright future, but this tool is bringing us to a doomsday, which forces us to be lazy and without no actual skill.
So now you're saying that artificial intelligence, it has negative consequences on the environment due to which many people are dying of hunger. Are you saying that? So how is it even connected to the creative part?
First, actually, dehydration.
Killing people. But what is our topic? It's threat to creativity. Is dying a threat to creativity what you are saying? Our topic is threat to creativity. We have to speak that how it is affecting our creativity.
How will I think about something if I die?
It is not about dying. It is about a threat to your creativity. You are saying that AI is killing a person. So how is that even creative? Here we are here to discuss the topic how AI is a threat to creativity.
You know who are creative artists? If the art is down, who will think? You're saying that AI is a tool. You're telling me a tool can think?
Every new technology has its pros and cons. If you are so worried about people dying, then boycott industries itself. Industries also pollute the environment. If you are so worried about AI causing droughts and thirst, then you should also be speaking against industries.
These industries are already way from what I'm talking about. These AI companies and corporates are way too evil.
Please elaborate.
Boycott industries right now, right? And you said that we should boycott industries if we are also boycotting AI. I'd like to ask you one question. Is ChatGPT not based off an entire corporation? Is it not a corporation? Is that what you're saying?
Aren't industries also a waste of cooperation if it's causing pollution in the environment?
And we never said anything about industries. When were we glorifying industries? Can you point that out?
I'm talking about the harm, not about the glorification of industries.
I never disagreed that. I never said none.
We did raise our concerns about the harm that industries do to the environment too.
Where? When?
Global warming protests.
When did you say that? I don't remember.
No, I'm talking about the concerns we raise.
Concerns.
Industries also cause harm to the environment.
I think you are misinformed. We are not here to discuss how industries are polluting the environment. We are here to discuss how AI is a threat to human creativity, and definitely when people will be dying of thirst, when that water is used to supply, when that water is supplied to the AI companies, then how can you say that industries are polluting environment? It is directly the AI companies which are polluting the environment.
I think you are also diverting from the topic that the topic is. I think you are also diverting from the topic that AI isn't a threat to creativity. We are speaking in the favor of that AI isn't a threat to creativity.
But when did I say that AI isn't a threat to human creativity?
We are speaking in the favor, right? That AI isn't a threat to
You are misinformed. You are not clear about the topic.
Okay, tell me what the topic.
We sincerely thank Principal Ma'am, Sir, and judges who took their valuable time to be here. We congratulate the speakers on doing phenomenally well, and the judges will be ready with the results 2 days from now.
In conclusion, artificial intelligence is not a threat to human creativity. In fact, it is a powerful tool that enhances it. It supports, inspires, and expands our abilities. But true creativity always comes from human heart and mind. AI, the age of AI, and human creativity is not just science and fiction, but it is our current reality. Instead of fearing this, we must learn to adapt and create with it. AI is not a rival, but it is a revolutionary tool. Tools alone can't change the world. Creative minds do. Therefore, AI is not replacing creativity, but it is helping us evolve it. Thank you.